welcome. Shalom. My aunt Hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Excuse me. Come on in. Come on in. Taking a picture, y'all. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. We are so pleased that you have joined us today. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. As you come in, preparing for today's war briefing, today, Mr. Nick Cannon, again, somebody say again. We're going to be talking about a special that is supposed to air, if I haven't mistaken, I believe it's tonight. And I want to discuss something most problematic that I learned today from Good Morning America. But before we get ready to get into this war briefing, and it also involves our brother, Professor Griff, a betrayal in my opinion. As you come in, please come in giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. You can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, beloved, we have a store at shopfnq.com where you can receive all kinds of bro-black items. Thank you, Christopher. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Voice sounding magnificent. Thank you, beloved. So, family, I want you to know, I know some of you have already received your stimulus checks, and I want you to put just a small portion of it to good use by allowing me to stimulate your spirits with my upcoming 2-hour special mastermind this Saturday, ladies. I'm talking to my ladies this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing part 2 of The Secret Money in Your Womb. Y'all, are y'all ready? The subtopic of The Secret Money in Your Womb is going to be, you are the ATM. 2 ways you can join. If you join my weekly mastermind, I do a mastermind once a week. And you can join there for $1 at clubvicky.com. Excuse me. Go to clubvicky.com and you can join there for $1 and you'll get free access. Or if you don't want to join my weekly mastermind, no big deal. Just go straight to flynubianmastermind.com and then you'll eventually get the link to join us. You don't want to miss it. We only have a few days left. Hurry, sister, bring everybody that you know. This is called The Secret Money in Your Womb. I am so excited because I'm going to be dropping jewels. Men and women are different. Women manifest differently than men. And we're going to be talking about some of our superpowers, sis. And I don't want you to miss it, okay? Thank you so very much. Now let's get ready to get in today's war briefing. This is what I posted today on my Instagram page. As you come in, family, make sure you thumbs up, like, share, okay? Be sure to give us the thumbs up. Be sure to share. I ask that you do that because it helps to draw other folk into the broadcast. It makes it more likely that they'll know that we are here. How many of you all know that's so important for alternative Black media? And never forget, you help to expand our voice. You help to elevate our voice when you do something as simple as sharing. At the bottom of your screen, there's a share button. If you copy the share button, Paste it on your social media platforms. I always say this. It doesn't matter if you got 2 people following you, 5 people following you. You don't know what impact you might be having. Big shout out to all of our supporters. Shout out to the V-Hive in the digital building. We are so pleased that you're with us, and our beautiful moderator. I call her the V-Hive General, our sister Angel, always doing an amazing job. Thank you so very much. Now, without further ado, dear family, let me drink my liquid supplement here. I posted this today. Can you see this? Uh-oh. The title is, hold on. It's hard to see it like that. I cut off the title. There we go. This is what I posted today on my Instagram page. Again, you can join me and follow me on my Instagram page at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Take a look at what I posted here, dear family. Hold on. All while we're doing this, family, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Now, I wanted you to take a look at that. You know our dear brother. Some of you may know our brother, who's an old school scholar, elder, musician, businessman, and so much more, our brother, Professor Griff. Our brother, Professor Griff, was with the famed Public Enemy many decades back. Are y'all hearing me today? Somebody said, we love you in the Midwest, Vicky. I love you back, Midwest. Yes. Shout out to Professor Griff with Serious Mind. You all know that he is a legend, highly respected amongst Black society, right? Well, for those of you who are unfamiliar with shows that I've done last year, Nick brought Professor Griff to Nick's show called Cannon's Class. Now, because it's been some time ago, and I want to say that Professor Griff may have even put on the record that he had done that video before they aired it, like way in advance, like a long time before they even aired it. So Nick brought on Professor Griff, and they were discussing the Hebrews. They were discussing the people of the scripture. And they were discussing the fact that the original people of the scripture is the Black man and the Black woman. Now, there was much fallout out about it amongst folk from the white Jewish community. They falsely and unfortunately labeled our brother with all types of anti-negative words, which we won't get into. Now, for those of you that probably are like, just like, Vicky, go in on them, get in on those rabbis, get in on those people. Let me tell you something. You all understand that I'm on several platforms. You all understand that some of these platforms have different rules and regulations. And you understand that in some instances, some of them look for certain trigger words in order to try to censor you. So we are wise. Somebody talk Black to me. So we want to be very wise in how we discuss this. I heard it's so important to know who you can't criticize, because when you figure out who you can't criticize, then you have just found out who's running stuff. Somebody talk Black to me. And so I'm not going to get into the gutter with those kinds of conversations. Or do you understand? Even though you all know where I'm going with this, where my intelligent black people at? So I want us to focus on something else. The issue that I want to focus on is not the name. Y'all watch this. The issue that I want to focus on is not the specific name of a religious group. I want to discuss white supremacy. Y'all listen, in religion, period. Somebody talk black to me today. Oh, we're holding court today. I'll rise. And we're summoning our brother Nick Cannon to court. I know he has what he calls Cannon's class, but I have a Vicky's class and I have a Vicky's court. Pleased to educate you and then pass and judge in love. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Share, share. So family, I want you to understand, this is the reason why I want us to just be wise in how we discuss this, but I'm going to make a larger point. There is no religious sect. There is no intersectional group or entity. There is no area of people activity. There is no county, no state, nation, city. Somebody talk black to me. There is no place on the globe, no place on what we consider now to be the 7 continents and all of the people therein. There isn't a place on our planet. Whose planet is it, family? Whose planet is it, family? There's no place on our planet where white supremacy and racism does not exist. But be certain of this, dear family. The time of white supremacy, the time of dominating based on bloodshed, based on lies and destruction and white supremacy, that day is coming to a swift end. By the way, which is why you are finding folks attacking black folks, calling us racist. We are the sweetest, kindest, most empathetic, and most sympathetic people on the planet. We are the only people, y'all better listen to me real good. Even when you study this biblically, whether you believe symbolically in the story of the children of Israel and Egypt or not, or whether you believe in the story literally, you must understand that there is only one people that fits the description, y'all better listen to me today, of having been in bondage in a foreign land, placed in the belly of ships. Did you all know that that was even prophesied? Nobody has that distinction who fits the description of so many different traits that were written about. We're the only people. You don't have to be religious. To acquiesce to the fact that we have been in bondage for over 400 years. Somebody talk black to me. Now, y'all listen. And while we're doing this, thumbs up. Be sure to share. Share. Watch this. So I titled this show today this. Y'all see this? Nick Cannon pulls out Vaseline to betray Professor Griff tonight for ABC special. I said Nick Cannon, or should I say Nikki? Might be Nikki. I might be mispronouncing his name. Nikki. Nick Cannon pulls out, I said, Vaseline to betray Professor Griff tonight for an ABC special. Now, you might be wondering, what in the world is Vicky talking about? You all know that when this drama with Nick and Viacom, y'all remember that's what happened with Viacom, remember? Viacom took Nick's show, Nick Cannon's class, the one where he brought on Professor Griff. And they were having a discussion. I'm going to read to you a little bit of it. I won't play it, but I'm just going to read to you a little bit of the background of that because I've done shows on all that in the past. You all know that our people are so loving and kind, and we sit down with anybody, we love everybody. So when they mislabeled him as if he was trying to attack a certain group of people, religious group of people, we knew that was a problem. We knew that that wasn't true. We knew that they were exploiting what he was really trying to say. Are y'all hearing me? It's the Vaseline. Now, we got babies. So I'm going to be careful about this, even though you all know I'm not, ratchet like that. The reason it's important that I had to invoke the Vaseline image for you is because quite literally, there is a such thing as buck breaking. Is that right, family? I don't want to take it for granted that everybody knows what it means, even though when you're tuned into my show, I have been fighting against it since I've been on public social media. Nick pulls out the Vaseline. Now, the reason I had to say he pulled out the Vaseline, family, is because he's already unnecessarily and repeatedly apologized to a group of people that he himself acknowledged mistook his words, but yet he is still submitting to them. He's still apologizing. Watch this. You all, I got to catch up some of you all, because Nick ended up doing a show with a bunch of different rabbis. And some of the rabbis came on Nick's show and told Nick how they were still displeased with his apology. Y'all better talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Share. Come on in. Because, family, I need to, I've been doing 2-hour shows and stuff. We got another, I used to do it just nonstop, but we got another queen that comes on after me at 7. And, family, I'm preparing for a couple of different things this week. So I really got to do better making sure I'm taking care of my body and shorten the time just a little bit, okay? So come on in, thumbs up, share. Watch this. Nick, yes, went on an apology tour, humiliated himself, and some said spread his cheeks quite wide for our open enemy to do what they do, to humiliate him, to buck break him. Buck breaking, family, was a process, and you really could say it was a demonic technology. It was a demonic technology that was used by slave owners against male slaves. Don't come up here and talk about you can't hear me. I need to hear from one of my mods. Don't come up here with that trolling now, family. Can everybody hear me? Thumbs up. That's right, Queen. She said no screaming. Yes, ma'am. Thumbs up. Help me, sis. Let me see if I can go. Now y'all can hear. If people come in here talking about some can't hear, those are trolls. Don't play. Now let me get on with it. Watch this. I had to go there real quick just to make sure. Y'all said crystal. Watch this. Look at this. Okay, great. So this notion, as I was saying, of buck breaking was used against male slaves who were seen as defiant. Are y'all hearing me? Thank you to my mods. The process involved the slave owner, y'all listen, forcing the enslaved man to lower his pants and bend over a tree stump to ensure that his buttocks were propped up in the air. This is history. I said this is history. Fix your speakers. Fix your sound. Clear your system. We good over here. Talk black to me. Listen. The enslaved man would then be flogged severely. This would weaken him so that he would not be able to resist the rape that followed. Y'all better listen. The white slave owner would then proceed to rape the slave several times. Again, I never want to take it for granted that folk know what this means. Shout out to my mind. Shout out to my sister Rashida in the building. I see you, beloved. Y'all listen. This form of punishment was worsened by the fact that it would be done in full view of all the other enslaved people, including slaves, his family, and friends. In addition to being sexually violated, the slave would also be publicly humiliated. You all need to know your history. I'm not going to take it for granted that everybody knows what this means. This public punishment would instill fear in the other slaves and thus prevent, y'all need to listen to this. Now you understand why I invoke Vaseline and why we use this phrase when we're talking about black men that allow themselves to be used and pimped by white supremacy. Watch what this last sentence says. This public punishment, listen, would instill fear in other slaves and thus prevent any further rebellion. Did you all hear that? Some other insight from another source. This is from arcgis.com. I'm going to read just a quick excerpt here. It says, afterwards, the slave owners would cut or rip a hole in the pants of the male slaves who were slept with. And they shouldn't use the word slept with. They should use the word rape right there. To let other homosexual owners know that their slaves have been broken in. Did you all catch that? Did you all catch that? This was a process known as buck breaking. Did y'all hear that part where it says, afterwards the slave owners would cut or rip a hole in the pants of the male slaves, I'm going to say who were raped, to let other homosexual owners know that their slaves have been broken in. Now, I'm letting you know this as I read to you this powerful last part of the sentence. After I've given you enough information to know how disgusting, how terrible, how traumatic, how demonic, how diabolical the tactics of the white supremacist slave owners were against us. What did I say? I said this punishment would instill, don't forget the point of why they did this. This would instill fear in the other slaves. And it would do, what did I say? It would prevent any further rebellion. Nick apologized for this incident last year, y'all. But Nick is still apologizing. Did you all know that Nick gave his first check, one of his first check from the Masked Singer, whatever that show is that he does, but the Masked Singer? Did you guys know that he made a promise to this white Jewish rabbi? I believe it's the Simon Wiesenthal Center. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. He agreed to give his check to a group that many say are already exploitative, and some have said some of the people that have attacked Nick are some of the very folk that are responsible for attacking black people. Somebody talk black to me. Nick gave them his money. He gave them repeated interviews, and he's still interviewing this all from last year. I'm calling Nikki Cannon to my court today. Where is Nikki? I said, where is Nikki? Now that I've given you that little bit of information, you're probably wondering, well, Vicky, what happened? Well, let me read this disclaimer. Y'all know we follow the rules on the Vicky Show. Thumbs up, family. Please be sure to share. And don't forget my upcoming 2-hour mastermind this Saturday. All my ladies, use your stimulus check and let me stimulate your spirit. Y'all know y'all getting paid. Go to flynubiamastermind.com or clubvicky.com. If you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1, you get in for free. If you don't want to do the weekly mastermind, no problem. Just go straight to Fly Nubia Mastermind. It's a very reasonable rate, especially for the gems I'm going to be dropping and for the results you're going to get if you do if you follow what I'm telling you to do. Hurry today. It's called The Secret Money in Your Womb Part 2. You are the ATM. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Men and women manifest differently. I don't want you to miss it, ladies. The links are in the chat, so screenshot it if you must. Now listen, I want y'all to listen to this clip. Don't get upset because I don't really show too much video footage all the time with some of these networks, even though it's covered under the Copyright Act. But I just want you to listen to some of the audio. I took a couple of pictures, so I'll show you the scene that you're listening to here in just a moment. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. And that's why we're doing this. Certainly. Watch this. Are y'all ready? And shout out to First Work Media. Y'all know what's going to get me riled up. The truth is, y'all, I had another show in mind that I wanted to do with Nick in the upcoming days. But this took the cake. This took the cake. Watch this. Listen to this. This is from Good Morning America. Y'all ready? Nick Cannon is opening up. This is how they start the article. Nick Cannon is opening up about some bigoted comments he made last year. Somebody say that's a lie. In June, the multi-hyphenate entertainer star power dimmed. Listen to how white people how they talk crazy about you. This Good Morning America's written piece talking about how his star power dimmed. Somebody says who? Keep reading, Vicky. It says the entertainer's star power dimmed when he was discussing conspiracy theories and making anti-Semitic comments about Jewish people on his podcast, Cannon's Class. Watch this, which featured Public Enemy's rapper Richard Professor Griffin, who was kicked out of Public Enemy for his own comments in 1989. They couldn't get through the first paragraph, y'all, without digging up Professor Griff, who they lied on many decades ago from the 80s, to try to disparage his name in the written piece. This is your Good Morning America. Somebody say thank God for black media. So we got to bust up these lies with their funny looking selves. This was this morning on Good Morning America. Y'all listen. I'm reading the article first, and I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of a audio. Even though all of that's covered under the Copyright Act, y'all know Vicky crosses her T's and dots her I's. So share, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen. In the podcast, which was posted on YouTube, it's since been removed. Y'all listen to what they say. Cannon said that black people are the true Hebrews and shared. I'm going to stop right there. That black people are the true Hebrews. Well, let me say something to you about this. We know that our school teachers, most of y'all had Becky history teachers, tell the truth. Most of us, especially if you went to public school, had white Beckys and Karens for your teachers who did what? They miseducated us. They lied to us about what? Everything. Somebody talk black to me. When we were growing up, they did not tell us the truth about slavery. They didn't tell us the truth about Egypt. They didn't tell us the truth about Africa. There is nothing that y'all didn't lie to us about. We didn't know that we weren't swinging from monkeys until y'all told us swinging like monkeys and stop. Y'all told us in school that you enslaved us to civilize us. When you all taught us about the Dark Ages, you left out the part that the Dark Ages was dark for Europeans. And Black Moors are the ones who came to give civilization and light and soap and water and instruction and literacy and technology and everything else to the Europeans who were in the darkness. It was called the Dark Ages, not because Black folk were messed up. Somebody say, y'all didn't tell us that. Y'all told us that y'all was the Egyptians and stuff. You have lily white women with braids, braided wigs, in TV shows talking about she's Nefertiti and stuff. We had to find out that you lied about all of that. Y'all sitting up here telling me, sis, you telling the truth. So when Nick was on here saying that Black folk are the Hebrews, let me ask y'all something. Black folk, we're the original people. Black folk are the ones who have contributed to every religion. Y'all see how I'm being careful on what I'm saying? Come on, somebody talk Black to me. Thumbs up, share, share, share. It's proven in no limit of time we're the original people and that everybody comes from us. So why is it that GMA wrote in this hit piece in the first paragraph that they were discussing conspiracy theories? Why is it that Good Morning America said that these were conspiracy theories? Why is it that Good Morning America put that in quotes? Because they were offended because Nick said and Professor Griff said that we were the Hebrews. Why does that make y'all mad? Do you guys see that by itself is an indictment and an exposure of your mainstream white media outlets that love when you don't submit to their lies? It's offensive to them. This is the reason why you're not going to hear me just talk about a religious group that they want me to publicly attack. There is nothing in history that y'all told us the truth about. All of the inventions were directly created by us or inspired by us. The people you said invented the electricity light bulbs, every time y'all talk about the car, when you start researching about the car, name something, just put anything in the chat. You will find that it was actually us. But because white folks dominated the copyright process, they beat the Black creators to the punch and took credit for it. But that's what the open enemy white supremacists always do. You gave us your names and told us that you owned us. Somebody talk Black to me. Somebody talk Black to me. Y'all putting it in there. Somebody's putting the lawnmower, the internet, assembly line. Put it in there. But we were lied to. Somebody say we were lied to. We were lied to. Why am I bringing that up now? Because just like you know, they lied to us about everything else. Why is Good Morning America playing? That's why I call those outlets the false prophet. That's why I tell you that they are propagandists. Do you understand? Are y'all hearing me today? Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Listen. But the offensive part about this is in the first part of the article. Who do they throw under the bus? Professor Griff. Somebody say another Black man. Somebody say another Black man. This is the written article. Now, I'll go back to that in a minute, maybe. We'll go back to that. Somebody said, got to teach our babies. That's right, beloved. Watch this. Watch this. Watch what Good Morning America did. I've already read the Copyright Act, right? Come on, y'all. Thumbs up, share, share, share. My name is Vicki Dillon, for those of you that are just tuning in. And I'm a proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Thank you for coming on in, giving us the thumbs up, share, share, share. This is for Black folks. Baby, Good Morning America has a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. They get all kinds of money for their commercials and all kinds of stuff that helps them to promote their name and brand. So family, when you like, share, when you copy the link and share it to everybody you know, you are my marketing team. We're alternative Black media. You expand and elevate our voice when you do things as simple as that. So I thank all of you for doing that right now. Now listen, I'll show you some pictures, but I'm just being extra cautious with this news link, even though I don't have to technically be. But y'all know how Vicki does it. I cross my T's and dot my I's. Somebody talk black to me.
Turning now to questions of faith and atonement. Tonight's edition of Soul of a Nation features the first network interview with comedian and TV host Nick Cannon.
Watch this, y'all.
For amplifying anti-Semitic language on his podcast last summer. Lindsay Davis sat down with him for the interview.
Let me turn it down.
Lindsay.
Okay, here we go.
Amy, those anti-Semitic comments and conspiracy theories that he espoused caused outrage and at the time cost him his job with Viacom. Well, since then, he describes himself as being on a journey of atonement, and he makes a big distinction between that and an apology. While an apology is just words, Nick says that he is taking action.
Nick Cannon is not asking for forgiveness, but after what he said this past summer, many think he should. Bigoted comments he made on one podcast through his star.
Wait a minute. Let's clear that up because GMA, they faking the funk. Nick has apologized. They're making a distinction with the words that Nick said when Nick said he doesn't want to ask for forgiveness because Nick said he wants to prove to them through his actions and not just with his words. That's after Nick came out and said, I'm sorry. Y'all be clear. Nick repeatedly said the words, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You see how the devil works with the language? Just to be clear. Now, Nick said he told them he didn't want to, quote unquote, just apologize because he wants his actions. He said he wants to atone. But he said repeatedly how sorry he is. And that's one thing I agree with you, Nick, on. You are sorry. But I want to expose what Nick did today as betrayal, as blasphemy, and as treason. Why? Because Nick's acquiescence to white supremacy has once again thrown another Black man under the bus. Listen.
And future into a tailspin.
You can't be anti-Semitic when we are the Semitic people, when we are the same people that who they want to be. Mm-hmm. That's our birthright.
That's our birthright.
The Cannon's Class episode featured.
Let me ask y'all something. We are the original people, right? Y'all are mad at us, and they label that particular portion a conspiracy theory. But we ain't going there only. Listen, this is just a promo. What you're listening to now is a quick promo that Good Morning America did today to push. They're doing a special tonight on this. Nick is done set up when Nick sold his soul and pulled out the Vaseline and pushed up his pussy. He must have known last year, in addition to him agreeing to give them money, he's doing all kinds of interviews for them and with them all the way into this year, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. When the white supremacists know they don't have nothing, y'all better listen to me good. They resurrect the dead. Did you catch that? They resurrect dead lies and allegations that they make against Black men and women. How many of you all know they call Dr. Martin Luther King anti-Semitic? How many of you all know that they call Malcolm X anti-Semitic? This is something that we see that's not just done in good faith by some. We know sometimes it's an actual trick to intentionally mislabel and misuse in order to brand a person, a Black person in particular, as difficult and one that you've marked for economic, political, social, and in some cases, physical destruction. Somebody talk Black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen, this is just a promo. Now, what you're not seeing is a promo here is Nick and Professor Griff. Why?
Richard Griffin, aka Professor Griff, who had been kicked out of Public Enemy back in 1989 for anti-Semitic comments. He and Nick retread anti-Semitic conspiracy theory.
Nick just put Professor Griff back in the limelight in an ugly way. Good Morning America did this hit piece. Y'all, this is not even the show. This was the promo they did this morning because this special that they're doing tonight is supposed to air tonight. And they're putting up multiple pictures and footage and calling out Professor Griff.
It's our birthright.
The Cannon's Class episode featured Richard Griffin, aka Professor Griff, who had been kicked out of Public Enemy back in 1989 for anti-Semitic comments. He and Nick retread anti-Semitic conspiracy.
They show more of the podcast with them too. When you sell out your soul, Black family, do you know you put other Black folk at risk too? Nick knows good and well that Professor Griff can back up everything that he says and does. He knows darn well that Professor Griff teaches to white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, Native Indian, what some of you all call red people. They know that Professor Griff talks to all people about the truth. But they went from the 80s, y'all. That's the promo for tonight. I just read you the excerpt that they wrote in the article from Good Morning America, and they put Professor Griff at the top of that. When the white supremacist has nothing, they resurrect the dead. Why am I calling Nick's actions traitorous? Because he's clearly okay with hurting Professor Griff and allowing his reputation to be dragged in the mud again, unjustly. Notice how I haven't directly talked to Professor Griff, and I stand to be corrected if I need be. Thank you all so much. All of your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold, and I love you so much, beloved family. You know who you are. Nick has further put this man whose career was ruined because of liars. Nick didn't mind offending him and allowing his name to be thrown in the mud, stomped in the mud. The promo that Good Morning America did was to blast Professor Griff's name. And as I just read you, the first part of the article, they're dogging him out. Let me tell y'all something. Professor Griff is all man. He doesn't know I'm doing this show. I mean, I tagged him, so he may know by now. I don't know. But I'm saying I didn't previously talk to him. He doesn't need me to back him up for nothing. He's man enough to handle his own. I'm a Black woman. I stand with mine. So I'm going to always stand for Black masculinity. Why? Because we're at war. And whether you like it or not, Black men are under attack. And it is by design. It is on purpose. Why is that dangerous? Because our men are our warrior class. They are our first line of defense, family. The man has many traits that he brings to the family. but especially two of the most prominent is what? He's our provider. He's meant to be our provider and our protector. In other words, if our protection is breached, family, then that means that every ounce, every bit of Black society is at risk. Why am I upset with Nick? Nick is allowing Professor Griff to be dogged out. Justin, your $50 gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Nick is allowing the white supremacists to lynch Professor Griff. I'm being even more careful, even though I don't need to be, because this is on the Copyright Act of 1976. But I want you to look at this.
So it featured Richard Griffin.
Look at this. Look at this promo. I'm muting the sound. I'm muting the sound. This is the promo that Good Morning America. So you're not going to hear nothing. I'm muting the sound. Watch the next minute of who they're blasting in their promo for tonight. Let me get this close so you can see it. Share, thumbs up, family. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Was this promo supposed to be about Nick, or is it about Professor Griff? I said, was that promo supposed to be about Nick or Professor Griff? Now, let me ask you something. I haven't talked to Professor, but I need to ask you all this. Do you find it strange that you're not reading any reports where they're reached out to Professor Griff about how he feels about it, or to hear his take on it? Are any of you wondering, why is it that they're only cornering Nick and they've not interviewed Professor Griff? Y'all talk black to me. Why are they only talking to Nikki? You said the sound is off? Yeah, no, the video, I turned the sound off on purpose, family. On the video. I told you I was being extra careful with that. But I wanted you to see the imagery as the lady's talking, the imagery. You keep seeing them put Professor Griff all through that. Yeah, I've turned the sound down for all of that on purpose. Now, let me ask you something. Again, why is it that nobody, I'm not reading reports where they're bringing in Professor Griff to speak for himself? Why are they isolating? This is what I'm trying to get you all to see. Why are they isolating Nick? Isolating him from Professor Griff, isolating him from Deshaun and Minister Farrakhan and all the other recent people other black men that they demonized recently. It's a reason. No disrespect to Nick, but they always go for the weakest link. It's a reason they don't want the younger generation to be anywhere near. Professor Griff was born, I think, in 1960. I believe he was born around that time. That means Professor Griff is in his 60s. He ain't new to this. Somebody said, no screaming queen. Thank you, beloved. Y'all know y'all got to help me today. Thumbs up, share. Listen. It's a reason they don't want you with your conscious black masculine men. They don't want you anywhere near them. They don't want you influencing them. And this is the reason why they made half the promo about Professor Griff. It's the reason why when they wrote that written piece in Good Morning America, because they wrote a print piece, in the first part of the print piece, they're dogging Professor Griff. Are y'all hearing me? when you guys are engaged in sucking up to the white supremacists and throwing away your black community and throwing us under the bus, it's not just you who's involved in that. Yes, Michelle said yes. He was born in 1960. See? Thank you, sis, for confirming. Listen, somebody just said it perfectly. They can't buck break Professor Griff. So what they do, you're not seeing Good Morning America saying, Professor, come over, come on. They're sitting there dogging out this man. Any reputable media outlet, when there are more than one party involved, and especially when you're going to do a written piece or you're doing a segment on them, a person of integrity would try to reach out to the other side before you just go throwing them under the bus. Somebody talk black to me. That's exactly it. We, the black media, are pushing back on white supremacist corporate network America. And I'm saying to you, how dare you put your mouth on our brother? You're going to put respect on Professor Griff's name. Nick decided he was going to throw his pussy up in the air. So he's made his choice. But how dare you? This door was made wide open because Nick should let them know, I am not going to do this apology tour knowing that you are going to blast Professor Griff's name and his reputation. Is something wrong with you, black family, when you are more concerned about hurting white supremacists, white people's feelings, more than destroying the reputation of your own black brother and sister? Did you all hear what I just said? This lets you know when you're suffering from white supremacy, because some of you all are willing to throw us under the bus. You don't care how it affects us. You don't mind offending black people, but you're going to go out of your way because white people, Nick, lied on you. White people are trying to gas this situation. They're milking this situation. And they're trying to act like that 466-year-old victims. Somebody put hashtag 466 in the chat. They're trying to act like we, black people, who have suffered the worst treatment of any human being for longer than anybody else. They're trying to act like we somehow are a threat. Now you all understand why when we were exposing this fake propaganda that black folks were intentionally trying to attack, like as if this is a widespread problem of black folks trying to intentionally attack the Asian community. Do you all see how Joe Biden talked about it the other day? Do you see how Joe Biden did something for Latinos? He did something for gays, the LGBTQ community. He did something for Asian folk, all that in the first few days of office. Are y'all paying attention to how everybody is ganging up on us? It's not for no reason. Family, I'm going to need everybody in here on the count of 3 to hit that thumbs up button and share, share, share. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. When Nick turned around and apologized, and when Nick turned around and said that he himself was spreading misinformation, do you all know Nick didn't bring Professor Griff with him to the meetings with them rabbis? When I saw the rest of the promo, Nick wasn't sitting down there with Professor Griff, and they didn't do no Zoom call with Professor Griff as far as I know. I stand to be corrected. Y'all know if I'm wrong, I'm going to fix it. But I have not read or seen any footage where they contacted Professor Griff. That's a Judas to the black community. That is unacceptable to the Black community. It is blasphemy and it is treason. I'm intentionally using those words. I'm not done. Don't forget, family, make sure that you go to our business school at flynubianbusiness.com. If you want to learn how to build a Black business and learn from Black people, go to flynubianbusiness.com. How many of you all know that's so important now? You will be out of your mind to intentionally be leaning on the everlasting arm of your white corporate job as your sole source of income, if that's what you're doing. Go to flynubianbusiness.com to learn how you can start your own business, even if it's a side business, family. flynubianbusiness.com. Somebody put that link in the chat for me. We're so pleased that you have joined us. I see you all coming on in. Be sure to share, share, share. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm normally here weekdays. That's Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. My name is spelled V-I-C-K-I. V-I-C-K-I. Watch this. Let me go back to this article. Because, see, this is a written article that they did, okay? This is what I'm reading to you from now, okay? Watch this. Watch this. This says, Cannon, who created and was hosting the MTV show Wild 'N Out at the time, was fired by Viacom CBS, right? It says he soon received widespread criticism from many. Somebody say that's a lie. Somebody say that's a lie. Vicki, what do you mean that's a lie? Family, I covered the story. I'm Black Media. This is what I do. You can look it up for yourself. Family, Nick did not receive, and this is what the trick is about. This is the reason why they're resurrecting this old dead incident with Professor Griff from the 80s. The reason they're pulling up this old dead incident from Nick from last year, this is why they're doing it. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen. It says he soon received widespread criticism for minutes. The reason I'm telling you that's a lie. The reason why the white supremacist tries to control the narrative by owning the media outlets like radio, television, with a traditional or cable, the reason why they buy up the print publications like the Washington Post and all this kind of stuff, family, the reason they do that is so that it would give the perception. God, today, somebody scream for me in Wyoming. It's so that they can give the perception that it's a widespread criticism. Do you know that the reason why a lot of the rabbis that was pissed at Nick, they're pissed at the Black community because enough of us weren't upset about this because we saw it for what it was. We knew Nick's heart. We knew darn well that this is not what this was about. We knew Professor Griff. We knew that this was a setup. We know how they've lied on other Black folks. They lie on us. They lie about us. They lie to us, around us, above us, over us. This is the reason they're mad, is because the trick to mislabel and to slander and to assassinate the character of our brothers and sisters is not working as well as it used to. Indiana said they screaming for me. Thank you, Indiana. Did you all catch that? Y'all, you're not hearing me. I just dropped a bomb right there. Somebody said they yelling and screaming for me. Thank you, D. Listen, y'all don't miss what I just said. What I just said is too powerful. I said the reason they control the newspapers, the cable news outlets, mainstream media, their ratings are dropping. Family, y'all ain't hearing me. When you do the research, you'll find that most people, especially our people, are getting most of their news from resources like my show, because there are so many others out there. Are y'all hearing me? So they are buying up these places in order to push and to control the narrative. What they do is they create controversy. They create chaos to give it the appearance that everybody is mad about it. But when they looked at it, was ticking off Nick's rabbi friends, who he did a bunch of interviews with, was ticking them off. And remember, I showed you the clip. Do look at my shows that I did on it last year. Just Google it on YouTube. One of them even said how they wanted Nick to use his influence to have other black folk, black stars, black celebrities, and black influencers. They're tripping. This is why they're mad, because they don't like folks like Vicky, because we bust up the lies that they tell about us. And the lies that they used to get away with, they used to penetrate strong and hard. That man of lawlessness is being revealed. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This is why they're ticked off. Because if black folks are falling off and not going with these tricks, then that means enough black people are seeing them for who they really are. Thank you for saying that, whoever just said that. I'm asking you all myself, don't you dare watch that pathetic special that they're talking about doing tonight. Don't give them that rating. I don't want us to unnecessarily beat up on Nick, but I want Nick to know, how dare you? I want Nick to know, Nick, it was not the black community didn't cancel Nick. Remember, we said this before. Somebody said, Vicky got the secret. Y'all better talk black to me. Nick, we didn't cancel Nick. White people cancel Nick. And when white people cancel Nick, they stole his billion-dollar creation that is wild and out and did not give him ownership of it. Y'all better talk black to me. I said, we in the black community counseled Nick. White people canceled you and stole from you. They buck broke you. You propped your bussy up in the air for him. And then Nick got mad at us. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Listen to this. I'm reading again from GMA, the written article. It says, after it talks about him hosting MTV Wild and Out, said he was fired by Viacom. Notice how GMA, Good Morning America, notice how they said this. They said Cannon, who created and was hosting the MTV show Wild and Out at the time, was fired by Viacom CBS. That would be a good place to say how Nick created Wild and Out, but he was also demanding ownership of that after they tried to cancel him. That's when we learned that it was worth about $1 billion. And that was a shock to most of us, because most of us didn't even know that Nick didn't own his own show he created. Are y'all hearing me? So here they are. Let me ask you, family, what's the greatest sin? They're playing like Nick was really trying to disrespect a whole group of religious people. And we know in the black community, that's a lie. He was not trying to disrespect nobody. But yet, none of his enemies who tries to dog out his reputation, notice how none of them are outraged that somebody would steal $1 billion invention from him, creation from him, rather, Wild and Out, profit from it for years, turn around and send him off after stealing. Notice how nobody is outraged when you're treated like a slave. Isn't that something? Gary says YouTube is playing with the numbers. Share, share, share. Thank you, beloved Gary X. Yes, beloved, share, share, share. Listen to what they say next, y'all. It says he soon received widespread criticism from many. Y'all know in the black communities, we already broke that down, that's a lie, right? And my moderators, keep putting up the link for my upcoming mastermind this Saturday for me, okay? Let them know the 2 ways that they can join, okay? Thank you so much. Shout out to our beautiful moderators in the building. Watch this. It says he soon received widespread criticism from many, including Rabbi Abraham Cooper of the renowned Simon Wiesenthal Center, who said on Twitter and Facebook at the time, anyone seeking a PhD in Jew hatred should watch this interview in its entirety. Somebody say, did you see how outrageous that liar just lied there? Do y'all see how outrageous that lie is? Watch this. GMA is supposed to be a reputable news outlet, right? Y'all just let me do what I do. Can y'all just give me a couple more minutes to do what I do? Share, 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 as the brother said. Share, share, thumbs up, thumbs up. And again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicky. My last name first. My name is spelled Vicki. The links are in the chat, family, where you all can join my mastermind. This Saturday, I'm doing a special. All my ladies, y'all got your stimulus check. So use your stimulus check and let me stimulate your spirit. You are worth the investment of this very reasonable rate. This Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a 2-hour intensive mastermind called The Secret Money in Your Womb Part 2. The first one was out of this world. The testimonies, signs, and wonders keep coming in. The Secret Money in Your Womb. I'm going to be talking about, sis, how you're the ATM. Women manifest differently from men. There is a secret that we have already within us, and let me drop a few more of those gems. The link is in the chat. 2 ways you can join. If you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com, you can join for $1 at clubvicky.com, and you'll get free access. If you don't want to join the weekly mastermind, even with the amazing $1 entry rate, that's no problem. Just go straight to flynubianmastermind.com and sign up there. flynubianmastermind.com. It's going to be amazing. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Use your stimulus money and let me stimulate your spirit. Somebody talk black to me. Now watch this. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ain't ready. Some of y'all didn't catch this show I did last year where I exposed this particular organization. So can I do it for you real quick? Can I do it for you real quick, family? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Watch this. Look at this article. This is a written article from GMA. Good Morning America, right? Good Morning America should have done their homework. They're the ones who mentioned, y'all see them there? They mentioned right there, Simon Wiesenthal Center. Y'all see that? They mentioned these weasels. They mentioned these weasels. I said they mentioned these weasels. Good Morning America said that one of the critics was Nick's little buddy, Rabbi Cooper. Is that right? Rabbi Abraham Cooper. That's what Good Morning America said. Good Morning America says Rabbi Abraham Cooper, it says of the renowned Simon Wiesenthal Center. Somebody say shame on Good Morning America. Somebody say, Good Morning America, did you do your homework on the Simon Wiesenthal Center that you just lied and told the world was a renowned organization? White media is not going to tell you what I'm telling you. Y'all better listen today. Somebody keeps saying they can't find the mastermind for $1. It's the first option, clubvicky.com. The first option, because after the first month, then it goes up to the monthly rate. The monthly rate is still cheap for what I drop, baby. You ain't finna get what I'm giving you with the results that I know you're going to get if you do what you're told through the classes. The first month, they don't charge you, but the dollar, barely that in some cases. Clubvicky.com is the first option. Good Morning America is pretending that they are a legitimate news outlet because they said the renowned Simon Wiesenthal Center, the man, one of Nick's buddies that he sat down with, Rabbi Abraham Cooper, is with who Good Morning America called the renowned Simon Wiesenthal Center. Good Morning America is taking their cues from them. Vicki, why are you emphasizing Simon Wiesenthal? Why are you talking about these weasels at Simon Wiesenthal Center that Nick sat down with? Nick was concerned about the opinions of the people at the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Somebody talk black to me. Well, Vicki, what's the matter? Because Vicki's not going to get into the religious conversation. Vicki's not going to get into the lies of being called anti this and anti that. And we're not going to get into that. Somebody say, I'm going to follow the rules. I'm going to skip that today. I'm going to cross my T's and dot my I's. Okay, Vicki, so what's up with the Simon Wiesenthal Center? Watch this. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. What's up with it is this, family. What's up with it is this, family. Shout out to the renowned NOI research team who I did this research on last year, and I found some other information because I talked about this the summer of 2020. Look at this face. By the way, let me give you let you know this is a disturbing image. It's another optic terrorist. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you got babies or if you are easily triggered. This fellow here, take a good look, family. Take a good look. Share, share, share. Can y'all see? Vicki, you're talking about the Simon Wiesenthal Center, right? Well, family, this title, and actually some of this, there's some excerpts here too from the book, How White Folks Got So Rich. Remember, I read to you guys that too. You can get that book at NOI.org. Go to the bookstore at NOI.org and you can order that book, How White Folks Got So Rich. Listen, my brother, Demetric, sent me this. He's one of the top scholars there. Simon Wiesenthal Center founder. Listen, Good Morning America, while you talking about this renowned organization. Simon Wiesenthal Center founder gets filthy rich on subprime mortgage scam. This is real black media, baby. I said this is real black media. This is who Nick entertained. This is who Nick is listening to. Nick threw away every intelligent black person and black scholar for these white folks that lied. Listen, y'all ain't ready. Y'all know all I know about is receipts and stuff. Somebody saying stuff. It's just the and stuff. Y'all play too much. Somebody says, speak the truth, baby girl. Thank you, Gary. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. This piece, it says poster boy of mortgage lending schemes and scams, Roland E. Arnold. Last name spelled Arnall. That was the optic terrorist that I just traumatized some of you with. Let me pull it back because it's scary enough. Watch this. Watch this. Poster boy of mortgage lending schemes and scams, Roland E. Arnold. Again, shout out to my brother for this piece. He sent this to me. Watch this. Con artists, it says, had a field day when they realized that they could prey on black people's desire to enjoy the American dream of home ownership. Y'all better listen. The subprime mortgage scam involved a cross-section of white financial firms selling high-rated but bad-risk bonds to investors, which promises of huge gains. Y'all, let me just show y'all the scheme. This is who Nick was sitting down with. And this is who Good Morning America told you is a renowned organization. Let me break it down. Financial predators with prominent names like Bank of America, Ameriquest, and Countrywide steered blacks into high interest rate mortgages and overappraised homes. The companies bundled these fraudulent mortgages and, armed with stellar ratings from prestigious credit rating firms like Moody's and Standard and Poor's, successfully marketed these investments all around the globe. The predictable collapse of the housing market in 2008 and the torrent of foreclosures in black neighborhoods served to transfer billions of dollars from black pockets to white. Now, your sister Vicky, when I ended up doing several years in the belly of the beast, I was targeted because I was exposing some of this. That's how I was initially targeted. I was exposing all kinds of fraud. It's too much that I was dealing with, but this was one element. I was a novice. I wasn't a professional. I wasn't a mortgage broker. I wasn't a real estate agent, none of that. But as I was learning stuff and as I was asking questions and as I was getting in disputes with multi-level folk that was in the mortgage and real estate industry, this is how I became a target, because I was talking too much. Too many news outlets were watching me. Too many forums that I was attending, conducting, participating in, or was responsible for. It was getting too much attention. Y'all talk black to me. Share, 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 family. Everybody make sure you're subscribed. Shout out to those of you that have been supporting our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of thousands of subscribers on our Facebook channel. By the way, join us there at flynubianqueen.com on Facebook. I think we got over 600,000 followers there. But we just hit 140,000. Yay! On one of our other platforms here at flynubianqueentv.com. Thank you all so much. Everybody make sure you subscribe. Now listen. Watch this. Let me skip. No high-level Wall Street bankers did time for a clear conspiracy that went as high as the White House and is estimated to have cost America between $6 and $14 trillion. Y'all play too much. Y'all know all I do is receipts. The market collapse produced both the largest setback in black wealth since the transatlantic slave trade and an explosion of white multi-millionaires. Did you all know that? Did you all know that when Obama made sure that them white boys were bailed out, it was under the Obama administration? Obama is the one that's partially responsible for why black folks lost so many of our homes, so much of our wealth, because Obama's administration did not enforce policy that could have helped a lot of us reorganize or remodify our loans to stay and to keep our properties. That was not something he needed a Republican Congress to help him with. Y'all listen. The market collapse produced both, what did I say? The largest setback for black folk since the transatlantic slave trade and an explosion of white multimillionaires. Blacks, and it says here too, and Latinos were more than 70% more likely to lose their homes to foreclosure, with blacks losing about 240,000 homes, to foreclosure. The nations, I'm going somewhere with these Simon Wiesenthal people, who GMA says Good Morning America called renowned, and who Nick sat down with. The nation's largest subprime lender was Roland E. Arnold, this optic terrorist who I showed you a few minutes ago. Y'all see him here? The optic terrorist. Y'all see him? Y'all see him? That's Roland, not Martin, but Roland Arnold. It's something about wrong with all the Rolands that I come across. If your name is Roland, I'm sorry, I ain't talking about you. Watch this. Thumbs up, family. Share, share. Listen. The article goes on to say the nation's largest subprime mortgage lender was Roland E. Arnold. I'm going somewhere. Who became a billionaire with AmeriQuest Mortgage. I personally know somebody who dealt with that firm, that company rather. AmeriQuest Mortgage, by funding almost $75 billion in subprime loans. Listen. Like the infamous swindler, Bernie Madoff, Arnold was known as a major supporter of Jewish causes. He was co-founder of the Simon Wiesenthal Center in 1977. And for many years, he was chairman of its board. He was the largest contributor to George W. Bush and was appointed by him to be the United States ambassador to the Netherlands. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen. I said he was co-founder. He was co-founder of the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Who? This man who's one of the top subprime mortgage lenders. Watch this. Remember, the subprime mortgage lenders did what? Targeted and stole the wealth of what? A large number of black folk. Y'all better listen. The article goes on to say, the breadth and scope of Arnold's crimes in the mortgage scam would bring Meyer Lansky, Arnold Rothstein, and Bugsy Siegel to their knees. Black families lost 250,000 homes, but Arnold was able to buy the second most expensive home in America in Aspen, Colorado, for which he paid $46 million. By 2004, he was number 73 on Forbes 400 list with a net worth of $3 billion. It says, amazingly, neither Arnold, who died in 2008, nor his cohorts ever spent a single day in prison. Listen, for the black misery they caused and the theft they engaged in. Nick sat down with some thieves, not just any old regular thieves, but thieves who targeted and stole from black people. And this man, who was one of the top subprime mortgage thieves and criminals, was co-founder of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, the same center Nick sat down and licked their boots and booties. He licks boots and booties. And who Good Morning America called the Renown. They call an organization that has a reputation of stealing black wealth, the co-owner, Renown. Y'all better listen. What did I just say? Neither he nor his cohorts ever spent a day in prison for the black misery they caused and the theft they engaged in. Watch this. Arnold sold most of AmeriQuest for an undisclosed amount just before his criminal acts collapsed the world economy, leaving his victims homeless and his heirs billions in ill-gotten gains. Yes, he died in 2008. Did I say 2008? Yes. Watch. In Roland E. Arnold, there is no better example of how white folks got so rich. This is who Nick sat down with, a rabbi from that organization, whose co-founder stole black wealth through crimes. I've done a show on this before. So Nick knows this is their reputation. I made this public before when this went down last year. But that ain't all. I said that ain't all. Let me just give you one other little bit of insight on the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Y'all know I just like to overdo it. Because some of you Negroes, see, if white folks don't say stuff, it's hard to believe somebody who's melanin, your own sister, could just for real know what the world they're talking about. Somebody needs to say thank God for black media. I'm talking about real black media. I'm not talking about Reverend Al Sharpton and Uncle Roro. Jerome said, good job, Queen. Thank you, beloved. And all of you that have been giving, I've been missing your messages, but your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. Y'all watch this. Y'all ready for this other little bit of insight? This is who Nick sat down with. This is whose booty and boots he licked and keeps licking. And this is who the white media, Good Morning America, called the renowned Simon Wiesenthal Center. They call renowned organizations that steal and commit crimes against black folk. Watch this. Shout out. This is about Jackie Muhammad, our brother, Jackie Muhammad, the scholar. This is a man that has a just crazy resume. He wrote this piece last summer. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Patty said, Queen, you on fire. Y'all know that's all I do. Even when you know I can't scream. Y'all make sure that you sign up, though, for my Secret Money in Your Womb. Every woman in here, bring your daughters, bring your Girl Scouts, bring your Soros, bring all the sisters from your neighborhood, bring your mother-in-law, your daughter-in-law, bring all of the women in your life. Make sure everybody signs up using your stimulus check. Y'all stop playing and let me stimulate your spirit. This Saturday, March 20th, 2 p.m. Eastern, it's on the Saturday, y'all, called The Secret Money in Your Womb. See, we women, we manifest differently than men. The subtitle is You Are the ATM. I cannot wait to share some of these gems with you, okay? You can join. If you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com, we still have a special for the first few days for $1. If you join that, you get in free to the 2-hour mastermind Saturday. If you don't want to join that, no problem. Just go to flynubianmastermind.com. Flynubianmastermind.com. The links are in the chat. Watch. Let me give you something else on the Simon Wiesenthal Center. It says the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Again, this is a beautiful piece written by our brother, Jackie Muhammad. And he is a brother because initially I said that he was, this was last year, referred to when I said Jackie as a woman. It's not, it's a man. But listen, he titles this piece. I don't want you to even see what I say. Look at the title. Y'all see that title? He says the Simon Wiesenthal Center, a house built on lies. Family, I can't even get into all the details of this right now, okay? Because it's too long of an article. What I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can put the link in the chat in just a moment, okay? Moderators, remind me to try to put the link in the chat in a minute. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do it right now before I start reading from it, because that's not going to work if I forget. Thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. Okay, let me see if I can put this in the chat, and then maybe y'all can copy it. There we go. Here's a link for your reading pleasure. Okay, I put it in there several times, and hopefully you all got it. Watch this. Y'all see it? Watch this. It's too much in here for me to read. It's impossible. One of the things he says is that this is the Simon Wiesenthal Center is one of the most powerful Jewish organizations. It says, our brother says they portrayed themselves as an international human rights organization. He goes on to say that as the national bestseller goes into its second printing, the SWC, that's the Secret Relationship, I believe that's called the Secret Relationship, under the leadership of Rabbis Marvin Heyer and Abraham Cooper. Didn't I just tell you Abraham Cooper? Isn't that Nick's buddy? He said one of the buddies that Nick sat down with. He mentions Abraham Cooper here. And Dr. Harold Brackman. Y'all listen. He said they've launched a classical disinformation campaign to discredit the book, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. Now, I got to skip because I can't get into all of that right now, okay? That's why I gave you the article so that you all can read it, okay? Thumbs up, family. He says what's generally unknown is that the Simon Wiesenthal Center, thank you, Virginia. It says what's generally unknown is that the Simon Wiesenthal Center lies, distortions, and y'all hear me? He says both blacks, Latinos, and Muslims, it says as well as other members of the Jewish community, have condemned the center and the poor quality of its research. They saying people within their own community, along with, who did I say, Muslims, Latinos, and blacks. So people within their own community has condemned this organization that Nick sat down with and that Good Morning America called a renowned organization. They said they have been condemned from all of these different places for their poor quality of their research, y'all. It says that this universal condemnation has led to it being ridiculed internationally as an organization built on lies. Did Good Morning America talk about this? Thank you for putting that link in the chat, moderators. I said, when Good Morning America said this was a renowned organization, did they report to you that the co-founder was the one that scammed black folks out of billions of dollars and made many of us homeless and made a lot of white folks multimillionaires? Did they say to you that members of their own community, forget black folk, members of their own community, they've been condemned internationally for their terrible research quality? Listen, among their many document ruses, they doctored, y'all better listen, who Nick sat down with. Let me show y'all the picture. This is one of the folk that Nick sat down with, the ones that's condemning Professor Griff and Minister Farrakhan. This guy here is one of the ones that's a representative, y'all. Ooh, that's too close. Of the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Nick sat down with all these different ones. But this guy in particular, if I haven't mistaken, he's one of the ones that's a rep from the Simon Wiesenthal Center. He's the one that's been dogging black folk and black men with this terrible history from his organization. Watch this. Y'all know I put the link in the chat. Do the research yourself. Listen. Give me a couple more minutes. I'm almost done. Watch this. Among their many documented ruses, they doctored a World War II photograph of concentration camp prisoners, painting in smoke billowing from chimneys, intending to make viewers believe that it was from Jews who were being incinerated. The link is in the chat. After it was disclosed that the center had inserted the smoke, y'all better stop playing. After it was disclosed that the center inserted the smoke, the center, Simon Wiesenthal, who Nick is sitting down licking their booties and boots, they removed it from the photograph. Y'all ain't ready for what the excuse was, though. Eventually removing the picture from his website. Incredibly, y'all know I can't scream. Somebody scream for me. Somebody scream for me. Incredibly, the center tried to explain away the embarrassment, claiming that the smoke was the result of a smudge. An explanation no one believed. Y'all know all I do is receipts. Y'all know all I do is the receipts. Here is the picture that they doctored. That's the one with the smoke. That's the one without the smoke. And they eventually removed it from the website after they were called out, making folks think that it was a picture from World War II of their people getting incinerated. Y'all don't mess with me. I know y'all think white folks know everything, and Joy Reid tells you how intelligent she is, and Don Lemonade thinks he's all of that. And I know that they made you believe that the white corporate Negroes know everything. I'm just giving you a review of what I've already taught you before. Y'all listen. This is who Nick sat down with. Nick knows this by now. We put this out there. We made this public. Watch this. Let me get back to my spot. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Ain't that humiliating, family? Somebody said they hollering for real. Listen. Mark Weber, director of the Institute of Historical Review, IHR, wrote that the Simon Wiesenthal Center, quote, this is a quote from this man, Mark Weber, of the Historical Review. This is not from Vicky talking. This is from who? Mark Weber of the Historical Review, from the Institute of Historical Review. He said, quote, record that the Simon Wiesenthal Center, he says, quote, has a record of exaggerating anti-Jewish sentiment to raise money is no secret. That's what he said. He says even the Anti-Defamation League, who I don't have no love for, but this says even the Anti-Defamation League has acknowledged that the center makes, quote, inaccurate and exaggerated claims to raise money. The link is in the chat, family. The link is in the chat, what I'm reading from. It says it found, for example, that a center fundraising letter is, quote, replete with factual misstatements and exaggerations. It goes on to say that the fabrication or suppression of information by the center appears to be their mainstay. It says, indeed, Simon Wiesenthal himself, that's the man that this center is named after, has come under fire for even his sordid history of flagrant lying and bold-faced exaggerations. The man who the center is named after. It says the famed Austrian Nazi hunter, that's who they used to call him, now confirmed by newly found documents to have been an Israeli Mossad agent. Family, for those of you that don't know what that is, that's like being the CIA for Israel. It says that the famed Austrian Nazi hunter, it says now confirmed by newly found documents to have been an Israeli Mossad agent, was said to, quote, never let the facts get in the way of a good story. Family, it's too much. It's too much more to get into. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. Y'all ready for this one? This article, I put the link in the chat. You need to do your own research. Y'all know I quote authorities when I talk. Thumbs up, share, 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 family. Watch this. It's filled with so much rich knowledge. Let me tell you this one last little piece. Share, 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 family. Like, thumbs up. Listen. Did y'all know this? Who are we talking about? Simon Wiesenthal Center, right? It says when California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger was a gubernatorial candidate, in other words, when he was running as governor, the Simon Wiesenthal Center discovered that his father, who? Arnold Schwarzenegger, was a member of the infamous Nazi brown shirts. How many of y'all remember I exposed this last year? What I'm talking about today is what I exposed last year. But I'm calling Nick out for sitting down with these people, but Nick want to keep his distance from black folk and throw black folk under the bus, including Professor Griff. Listen, when Simon Wiesenthal Center, y'all, found out that Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was running for governor, when they found out that his father was one of the infamous Nazi brown shirts, listen, in an article written by Ernesto Cienfuegos, I know I'm mispronouncing that, of La Faz de Aslan, he alleges that the center suppressed, this is a journalist, he alleges that the center suppressed this information about Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad being a brown shirt Nazi in exchange for a $750,000 contribution from the candidate. Did the white media tell you this? The link is in the chat with the authorities and the references and the citations. When Simon Wiesenthal Center, Nick's buddies, found out that Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad was one of the Nazi brown shirts, they didn't make it public. They kept it quiet. They suppressed it in exchange for what, family? For $750,000 contribution from the candidate. The center's, quote, Museum of Tolerance is now a line item in the California budget for $5 million a year. Talk black to me. I said the museum, that's who Nick sat down with, Simon Wiesenthal Center. Their Museum of Tolerance is a line item in the California budget for $5 million a year. And even while teachers, policemen, and firemen were being laid off in record numbers, the city of Los Angeles found $18 million for Rabbi Abraham Cooper. I'm going to read that sentence again. While teachers, policemen, and firemen were being laid off in record numbers, the city of Los Angeles found $18 million for Rabbi Abraham Cooper. Many Angelenos have voiced their outrage about the huge sums of money that have been earmarked for the Wiesenthal Center, particularly in light of California's desperate budget plight. Did Nick tell you that? Did Good Morning America tell you that? But this is who Nick is sitting down, elevating what white folks think over black folk. They're trying to dog out black folk, demonize us over some lies and exaggerations, and they're making out like a bandit. Listen. This is according to this article I'm reading, with receipts. Look it up. We put the link in the chat. It says, despite the state's budget woes, finances are not a concern at the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Because don't forget, didn't I tell you that Nick agreed to give one of them groups his first check from his masked singer gig? Listen. Weber reports, and see, I'm giving you the names. You don't need to take my word for it. Weber reports that according to records from 2002 to 2003, Rabbi Heyer paid himself more than $482,000 in salary and benefits. In addition, the rabbi pays his wife $312,000, and his sons, Alan and Aaron, receive $151,000 and $95,000 respectively. Rabbi Abraham Cooper received $397,000 in salary and benefits. It goes on to say that the Wiesenthal Center's record of recklessly abandoning truth for sleazy propaganda extends to international affairs as well. I ain't got time to get into that right now, y'all. It goes in here talking about the crisis in the Gulf. It talks about stuff related to the racist apartheid state of South Africa. Y'all, the link is in the chat. Read it. It talks about the Iraqi deaths. Nick sat down and is legitimizing this organization. While they demonized Professor Griff in their written Good Morning America piece and that promo I showed you, half of that promo was who? Professor Griff. What have I taught you? When the white supremacist has nothing, they resurrect the dead. They resurrect some scandal that they exacerbated, exaggerated, or lied about from the dead. You can get some of that information from the excerpt in the book, How White Folks Got So Rich. You can get it at NOI.org from the bookstore. That article I just read to you, though, I put the link of the article in the chat so that you can read it. Somebody said, Vicky Dillard, that's grown on me. Well, good. Somebody said something about, thank you all. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all listen. How dare you, Nick? We don't want Nick to hurt himself. But Nick, white people are the one that canceled you. White people are the one that stole your $1 billion invention, creation, that's the wilding out. And now you are licking their boots and you're sucking up to an organization whose co-founder made off like a bandit, stole billions of dollars in black wealth through the recent mortgage, Great Recession. And I just gave you some other tidbits. How dare you? How dare you? That is the true manifestation of what it means to be buck broken. It's a reason Good Morning America didn't reach out to Professor Griff to ask him his opinion. It's a reason every time they dog Nick for hanging out with an older or intelligent black man, they never bring the other elder black person on like Minister Farrakhan. No disrespect, but they clearly consider Nick to be the weakest link. They consider Nick to be not intelligent or smart, but naive and bendable, malleable. Somebody say a buck who toots his bussy up in the air. Ladies, join me this Saturday, March 20th, 2 p.m. Eastern, this Saturday. Every woman that's listening to me, bring every woman you know. Sign up today at flynubiamastermind.com, flynubiamastermind.com, or if you join my weekly mastermind for $1, you get free access. You can do that at clubvicky.com. The links are in the chat. This Saturday, The Secret Money in Your Womb, Part 2. I'm going to be talking about You Are the ATM. It's going to be so good. We are very special. We manifest differently from men. I can't wait to drop these spiritual jewels. It's going to bring real results in your life if you implement the things that I teach you and if you're consistent. The links are in the chat. Join at flynubiamastermind.com. Excuse me. flynubiamastermind.com. Nick, put the Vaseline down. Stand up like a man. Nick, we had your back when you came out. You initially apologized, but then you turned around and you told Viacom to apologize to you, and you demanded ownership of your Wild and Out. We stood with you. Shout out to you, Anthony, for your $50 gift. Preach. I pray your strength in the Lord. Your words are a godsend and a beacon. Oh, I can't see the rest, but your gift is blessed. Thank you for your kind words. All of you. Nick, put that Vaseline down. Stand up like a man. Nick, Babylon's days are numbered. Babylon has fallen, bruh. You can keep doing what you're doing, Nick, and you're going to fall with their world, prophetically speaking, because you chose that side. We love you enough to tell you the truth. I'm going to keep giving you this work, Nick, Nick, you won't stop with the buck breaking. You won't stop with the tooting up your bussy. So what in the world I look like stopping giving you this work? But I'm the black mother of civilization. No, babe. Nick, your actions don't just affect you. They affect all of the black community. And one example is how they are dogging out Professor Truth. I'm sorry, Nick. I think you owe him an apology. I'm sorry, Nick. I think you need to be talking to those networks and let them know that it's one thing for you to decide to toot up your bussy. It's another thing for you to allow them to lynch in the media Professor Griff. We're not going to let that go down like that. Sorry. Your actions are affecting him. And that needs to be rectified. I love you, family. You are my bliss. I bow to you. Black family, I bow to you. You are my bliss. You're special people. Join me weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. I'm here daily. I may miss one day this week because I'm getting ready for my mastermind. I'll let you know. My special 2-hour mastermind this Saturday. And I need to do some medical stuff. So it'll be a medical leave possibly. But don't miss the other days. Y'all know I'm going to keep it hot. I know some of y'all were like, Vicky, get so many receipts. Yes, we do entertainment, but we do education. My goal is not necessarily, quote unquote, to entertain you. Some people be saying, Vicky, you so funny. Honey, that I don't even, the Beckys and this white supremacist world bring it out of me. I don't even try to do that. I'll be trying to drop y'all knowledge. Stuff just come out. Don't miss this week. Thank you for showing up big time. We've been breaking all kinds of records. And for that, I want to say thank you all so much. Mwah.